right, Brian Gossett, GM Sports Media out here in Arlington, Bowie, 8-6A Boys Hoops, and the Vols take out Lamar 44-36, and doing so clinched that final spot in 8-6A, number 2 seed in the D2 bracket, and they'll take on Pierce when the playoffs start. But Bowie head coach Livingston, just initial thoughts about this win. You guys knew what was at stake coming in. It was senior night. You guys are remembering, Coach Allen Gratts. Just lot to take in. But you guys managed to get the win and clinch.
Yes, sir. I mean, it was a lot to take in, just with the just the memory of Gratts and the untimely death. Great coach. Mentor to a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I think the kids played really hard for him. We knew a lot was going in with distractions with the seniors, with that, just everything. And the coach's job was to try to maintain the kids' focus and make sure that they're ready to go, once everything is over with. The kids responded, like you said, we started off slow, but we knew what was at stake. One of the things that, Lamar beat us the first time,
right.
and we felt like we was a better team. We lost that one by 3, we felt like we was a better team, and this time, man, we just came out and proved it, and we proved it when it mattered the most. So I'm super excited about these kids.
For you, first year as the head coach here at Bowie, so like it was senior night, you only had your seniors for 1 season, but can you kind of summarize this sort of journey you had from that first meeting with the team to now you guys are headed to the playoffs?
Man, what a journey.
Yeah.
They say it's not always about the destination, but about the journey. Just from, the 6:30 a.m. runs, the track, the ladders, the all-out conditioning, to all the leagues that we played in, everything was preparing these guys for this moment. I knew I had, we probably had, about 45, 50 kids coming in, and then when you start working hard and the early mornings and them late nights and them traveling, then at 50 kids, it dwindles down to about 20 kids, because everybody's not built for this, and so the kids that stayed, especially the 4 seniors, man, they've been working their butt off, and they proved that they was ready for this moment. And so I'm super excited for them, and I always tell them, I say, man, if you just stay through the process, you'll be successful. Just stay through the process. And so, we've lost some games, we've won some games, we've had some buzzer beaters, we've had some games we won by 20. Basketball is just up and down, it's fluid like that. So the journey's been real fun, but at the same time, nerve-wracking sometimes.
I asked one of your seniors, Victor, good. You guys had a 16-2 run there to take the lead, and you never trailed again. At one point, you were up 10, but Lamar seemed to just stick around just enough, and you guys were able to not give it the lead and close it out. Just talk about, and especially again after losing to Lamar in the first round, talk about tonight and finishing out.
Man, Lamar is a heck of a team. Coach Lofton, heck of a coach. This is my first year, and he's been doing it for a while. So, he runs a good program, and we knew Lamar's gonna be tough. They're tough. They're scrappy. They're hungry just like we are. But I think we just made a few more plays. We started out real slow, and then we realized that we could actually turn up the pressure a little bit, and pressure. And I think that's when we had that 16-2 run. And it was just, and we didn't look back from there. At one point they closed the lead to like 4, but then we started getting stops, and then, making free throws, and then we turned it up to 12. So, and then, got to close games out, so I'm super excited for our kids, just learning how to close games out.
You got 1 game left in the regular season, but again, like I asked Victor, when this group of guys are playing their best, everyone's 0-0 now in the playoffs. When your team is playing at their best, what do you think you guys can do in the postseason?
Anything. There's a song I listen to sometimes that says anything can happen. All you gotta do is get in. JJ Pierce is a good team. They got guys in D1. level. So, we got to be prepared for them, so we'll go back after SGP, we'll go back and look at the scouting report, look at film, okay, and just prepare ourselves. We'll always prepare ourselves, and our kids for the best possible situation. But we're excited, man. Anything can happen in the playoffs. You just got to get in. 6 rounds of state.
Yes, sir. All right, he's Joel Livingston. Hey, congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.